Nearly 45 million Americans have a tattoo, and the reasons they do it are as varied as the designs. And while many love the artistic expression of their ink, more people than ever are feeling some type of tattoo regret. And the process of removing a tattoo used to be extremely lengthy and painful, but things have come a long way. So I'd like to welcome Dr. Rakesh Nanda with Grandview Aesthetics. And Dr. Nanda, you're going to tell me about this really kind of state-of-the-art process and tool that has come about and that you guys are able to offer right here in Columbus.
Yeah, so you said it perfectly. More than 45 million people have tattoos. It's a great expression of our lives, ourselves, art. And we love our tattoos, but sometimes we can't have that tattoos anymore. We have to get rid of it either because of work or lifestyle change or maybe an old relationship that we want to remove. Everybody has their reason. So that's where we come in.
Okay, so this is something we're going to talk about today, and it's called PicoSure.
Yes.
So what exactly is it?
So PicoSure is actually picosecond technology. So it's actually 1/1 trillionth of a second. So that's the PicoSure port. So we used to have these machines called the Q switch. Traditional tattoo machines were Q switches, and they were great. We have a couple of them ourselves because that's the best thing we had. But now we came out with something called the PicoSure, which is much faster, easier, less downtime, quicker treatments, and we can treat all the colors of the spectrum.
Because you used to hear about tattoo removal as this painful process, as this really lengthy process. It would take 2 years to get a tattoo removed, and so people didn't want to really commit to that.
Sure.
So now this is literally an option that anybody can kind of handle.
Absolutely. So the beautiful part about the PicoSure is we wanted an answer to be able to treat all skin types. So a lot of times we could treat the lighter skin types, but our darker skin types, African Americans, Asians, Indians, Latinos, couldn't have their tattoos removed, and we had to have an answer for that. The old system was leaving scars, it was leaving a shadow. Like you said, it would take 20, 25 treatments, and it just wasn't going away properly. So then the PicoSure came out, which can get rid of it actually in as few as 2 to 3 treatments. It can be up to 6, but it can get rid of it very quickly. So we're talking about a small fraction of how many it took before, all skin types.
Let's go to this picture because this is a great example here. And this is with the old system versus the new system. And we'll kind of scroll through all of these.
Sure.
But tell us about that dragon one in particular. Kind of took a while on the old system.
That's one of my favorite examples right there. So that first picture you guys showed, the dragon picture. So that was actually someone that had a dragon tattoo on both legs. And we showed the difference between what you could get rid of it with a Q switch, which is 20 treatments. 6 to 8 weeks apart, 20 treatments, you can do the math. That's a very long time, and it leaves quite a bit of a shadow, as you can see. With our PicoSure system, we got rid of that in 6 treatments with little to no downtime, no shadow, so that's a much, much quicker, easier, and more effective way of getting rid of this tattoo. And actually, long term, it's going to save you a lot of money.
And let's look at the different kind of color inks that go through these too, because a lot of times you hear bright colors were harder to get rid of, and the outlines and different parts of the tattoos. This kind of gets rid of it all, right?
Yes. So traditionally speaking, when it comes to tattoos, there's a lot of different types of ink that your artist may use. There's India ink, there's red ink, there's yellow, there's blue, there's a lot of different options. We wanted something that would work on all the colors. Our PicoSure not only has a 755 spectrum, but it also has another one called a 532, which makes us very privileged because we're one of a very select few that has this. The 532 can target those yellows, those greens, those blues, those reds very effectively, whereas before we couldn't treat those. Now we can do it very effectively with few treatments and less pain, less downtime.
And that's why people are coming to you, specifically at Grandview Aesthetic Center, because you guys are the only ones with the specific tool that helps this PicoSure really work to its top ability, right?
Yeah, so we're getting a lot of people coming from Michigan, Kentucky, Chicago, Pennsylvania, Indiana, because they know our results. We've had really good reviews about it. I like to target the tough cases, the ones that have failed elsewhere, and that's what they know. They've read about it, so that's why they're coming to us, because I've been doing tattoo removal for over 8 years now. But you know, I've gone through the whole gamut, I understand it really well. That's why when I saw the PicoSure, I jumped right in and I said, this is exactly what I've been looking for. I'm helping doing more stuff with them, propel things forward and get a better result.
And we already said it is less painful, less treatments, less expensive than it used to be, but you're going to add a little bit more incentive to that for anybody.
Exactly. So if you mention NBC4, we're going to give you $100 off your first tattoo session. It's a free consultation. There's nothing to lose. You can call us. You can go on our website, request an appointment. You can email us. We have a number of ways you can get a hold of us, and we're happy to help you.
All right, you make it easy, and all those people out there are probably going, yeah, it might be time to get rid of that. We were all talking about it in the
It's the day of awesomeness. It's the time to do it.
Exactly. All right, Dr. Nanda, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.